So we're looking at your fairway woods?
Yeah, yeah. So I've just been thinking about it over the winter. I hit the driver since I got fitted with that last year have been great. Been hitting that really well. So I'm not hitting 3-wood off the tee at all.
Okay.
Very, 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 very rarely.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, why am I carrying a 3-wood and a 5-wood in the bag?
Yeah.
Am I better off putting? When I played a lot of golf 15 years ago, I used to hit driver forward. It used to be my go-to.
Okay.
To put something like that back in the bag, but then because that's set at 20 degrees, crank that down to 18.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to get you to. Didn't get that one reshafted when I got the rest of them done. Get that one, put that back in the bag.
Okay.
As my 4-iron.
Yeah.
Crank that down to 18. So I want something between the driver and for predominantly off the deck.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Yeah, I can see that. It's a little bit more loft. Just to be that confidence.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Any injuries since I last saw you?
No. I've had the only thing I've had is I've had scapular nerve damage in my shoulder.
Okay.
But I have no problem with it. I've got full movement and whatever. It's just physio and
cool
on a regular basis.
Perfect.
And getting older.
Yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately, not.
Yeah.
We're all doing that. So, what ball are you playing with at the moment?
Pro V1X.
Pro V1X. Perfect. Good. Right. Should we get you warmed up? Get yourself moving.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool. Find the gloves out as well.
What size glove do you wear? Fine, just out of
Medium large.
medium large. Let me grab you one. So yeah, company's kindly given us gloves to give out to our clients to test and keep with them. So they're CABRETTA leather glove from GX. Essentially based on the sort of higher performing gloves that you get in the CABRETTA leather ones, but their biggest selling point is one, they're probably about half the price that you would see in stores. They do like sign up, so you can do monthly drops or buy them in sort of
really
3,
nice fit.
6. Yeah, really good
That's
glove.
a really good fit.
And it's probably one of his proudest achievements is this little packet that you can keep the glove in after.
Okay.
So where a lot of gloves go sort of crusty.
Yeah.
If you actually keep it in there, if it gets wet, let it dry out and then put it back in. It just keeps it fresher for longer.
Okay.
But yeah, that's something you can test if you're interested. All the information is on there as well, so you can look at that further. We do have a code as well, so if you use Precision Golf, they at the moment it's a little bit temperamental, but once it's reset up, you get an extra 10% discount. So yeah, it works out quite nice and cost effective. Do you want to warm up with an iron? Get yourself.
Yeah, I'd say.
Perfect. So we've got that down there. So all your other clubs have been going well though? So
yeah, I've been playing. I mean, I played. Once I got used to them, finished the back half of the season pretty well.
Yeah.
Won a couple of ball comps at the club, so which is got accused of being a bandit.
Yeah.
Because I should have won the big one. Should have put the 36-hole Delaware Trophy.
Yeah.
I shot net 72, net 66 to lose by a shot. Finished second by a shot. The 72 had a 10 and a 9 in it. And the 66 had 2 8s in it.
Blimey, yeah, that is good going.
Yeah.
If you're,
so
that in, yeah.
But that's my golf.
Yeah.
All over. So.
Yeah, get rid of those sort of big mistakes. And you can really.
Which is why I won the club match play, because I can afford to do that and then.
Yeah, drop one hole, but then pick up the rest. Yeah.
Yeah, I beat a guy at our club called Doug Park, who won the national over 65.
Okay.
Up at Woodall Spa. I beat him in the final 5 and 4.
Right. Okay.
He's off +2. So
that's good going.
Yeah.
So what's the handicap now?
15. So I've got 14.7, I think it is now.
Yeah, good.
Getting down there.
Yeah.
Just getting rid of those. It's consistently that though. I'm consistently playing to it. So it's now got rid of and if I can get rid of those couple of big numbers off the card.
Yeah.
So the aim for this year is to get down to 10 is the target.
Good. Right. Let's see if we can help you in the fairway with. And everything else good outside of golf? Sort of
yeah, work's just exceptionally busy.
Yeah.
So.
What do you do again for work?
I'm sales director for Duracell batteries.
Okay.
So yeah, so
you never have a quiet period then? Really?
No, I mean, we'd had a really tough year, then all of a sudden in Q4, It's like the whole world needed to buy batteries. They do normally, but even more so.
Okay. I suppose all those Christmas gifts. Good swing. Any lessons at all lately?
No, I've got one end of the month. No, middle of half-term week. So that's kind of my start of season.
Yeah.
Sort of tune-up lesson with the.
Get you all firing ready for April.
That feels
loose already?
Yeah.
Perfect.
I hate hitting, but I'm not a
hitter of...
Nah, I've hitting loads of balls.
Nah, that's absolutely fine. Right. So what we'll do is go your 3-wood.
Yep.
Have a look. Happy off the ground?
Yeah,
with that
happy.
one?
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, if you just hit a few down there for me and see what's going on. Obviously, we can chat through the flight, and then we can start discussing that sort of forward idea and how we space it accordingly. If you go forward, you can come that way or
that way,
or to the left if you want to.
That's fine. That's cool.
Yeah, so just so you can get a nice lie. Always has a little bit of a groove there. If you're on the course, sort of distance-wise with this, what would be a good hit, would you say?
200.
200?
Yeah, sort of. Yeah, 210, 200, 210. If I'm. But the problem is where I play, it's so dependent on the wind.
Yeah.
Because it's windy all the time. Being on the coast, so.
Just nick the mat.
Yeah.
And sort of confidence-wise over the ball when you stand over?
Yeah. I would say I'm probably more confident with a fairway wood and a hybrid in my hand than I am with an iron.
Okay.
So.
Good. Just left it a hair's breadth open.
Yeah.
Cost you a little bit on the total. Sort of carries consistent. Sort of lowest one's been 172, best one 180. Just squaring it off and letting it up. But sort of really good results. Have a couple more and then we'll look from there.
That's out the hill.
Yeah, it's just really that balance. I mean, that's actually probably the worst of the bunch.
Yeah.
But I'll take that out just because it's probably not relevant to what we're doing there. So, yeah, when we look at your average first, sort of smash a tiny bit down from where I'd expect it to be. So it's just probably as you loosen up, get into the round, sort of consistency of strike. When we look at your best one there, sort of 143 smash. We'd like to push that up maybe 145 to 147. Still give you that control. Don't want it coming out like a missile. But yeah, you can see around there 180 carry, sort of 210, a little bit left, so maybe that adds about 4 or 5 yards to it. But that's pretty good.
Which is, and to be honest, that's what I've since last year, since I've did the fitting.
Yeah,
that's now my shot.
Yeah, that's getting that sort of more in that place. And I think that's looking at how you were swinging it, where the balance was. It's just a little bit out of sync in terms of like the shaft and the timing. I would like to see if we could just pop in a little bit more flight. Just all around.
I'm conscious I hit it well, but I hit it's low.
Yeah. So I mean, if we can just bring that up, like you say, 16.5, that's probably going to solve a lot of those problems for us. In terms of your attack angle, it's a little bit on the shallower side. So again, when we come to that average, we'd love to have a little bit down, but we know that you're tending to always play a little bit more that way. So that just means in terms of head choice, we just need to be aware of that. Make sure we don't give you something too deep that, again, hitting lower, it will spin up, but it's not really effective in that flight. But yeah, I mean, they're not bad. You can obviously see where you've progressed, which is good. We just want to try and move it on another level from there, which is good. Any heads in particular that you've had your eye on? Or
no, I mean, to be honest, I like the head look of that. I'm pretty, I think as we talked last time, I'm pretty classic kind of.
Yeah.
I like the look of the tight list. I've just been looking. I've not really looked that closely. The TSR 2, TSR 3. I like that. Yeah. That head. I still struggle with the Paradym with the split head and the as we talked last time.
No, that's
so it just doesn't suit my eye. I just don't know why. It's probably the best club. It could be the best club for me, but it just doesn't suit my eye. So
yeah. Well, what we'll do is you like the tight list and the sort of that look. I think let's fit off of that.
Yeah.
Get the right shaft for you because we know you're confident on the look of it. And then what we can do from there is test out a few other heads.
No, that's fine. That's cool.
How we go. And that also gives us that nice opportunity. We can use the 16.5 degree head and go.
Yeah, cool.
So good.
Right. I have to say that glove's lovely.
Yeah.
Really good.
Yeah, no, they proved pretty popular, to be fair. Like I say, for what you get, the quality-wise.
Yeah.
But actually also the feel, and how it plays. When they're cost and what they are, technically you can pretty much have two for the price of one.
Yeah.
So even if you wear through them, or if you're someone who plays quite a bit, they actually work out quite good value for even the golfers that maybe 2 or 3 times a week.
So I assume you've been busy over the winter?
Yeah, it's been great. We've not really slowed down, to be honest. Christmas is always one of those times of you're going to get that drop off. We have a few days where we're closed. But yeah, other than that, it's been really, really good. Diary's picking up, obviously new releases of
of course.
Callaway, tailor-made, Cobra, all those sorts of things. So yeah, no, it's been it's good. Diary's looking healthy, so we're not going to complain. Never complain about being busy. Got much planned this weekend?
Palace Arsenal tomorrow.
Right.
So yeah. Mrs. isn't happy because I've been busy all week, not really been around, and then I'm going to football tomorrow.
Yeah. Always the way.
Yeah.
What are you expecting?
I'll be happy with the point for Palace.
Yeah.
I'll be happy with the clean sheet.
Yeah, I mean, it's to be fair, I suppose Arsenal have been a little bit in and out.
Yeah.
I suppose it depends what team turns up.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not sure if we're playing at the best time. They lost 3 on the spin and had a break, so.
Yeah. Yeah, it's always that worrying one when you think, oh, now they're going to turn it on for you. Yeah, so we've got TSR 2 here.
Yeah.
Now, we've actually gone similar shaft, pretty much identical to what we've gone driver last time. So just gives us a nice starting point of how that relates to how you deliver it. That sort of tip end feeling again, which as we found out with like the irons, everything like that, it just seems to suit your game. So yeah, have a few, see how it times up. Shouldn't be too far away, but we can dial it in from there.
Bit thin.
Yeah. I'd say that would probably be the only disadvantage that we just have to keep an eye on. Good with the attack angle a little bit more down, but yeah, we just got to keep an eye that strike doesn't come low out the club with a little bit of a deeper profile compared to what you're used to. Just kicked in. I'll let you have one more.
Yep.
Just to see.
It looks closed, or it looks, for my eye, it just looks a bit closed.
A little bit closed?
Yeah.
Okay. Again, probably just a smidgen low on the club, but definitely move through that a little bit better.
Yeah.
That's not a million miles away in terms of that weighting, so sort of, like I say, it's consistent with the driver, so it was sort of low 60 grand. I'm going to crank up a little bit, but just not tip balance as much, because that bad one just can drop in a little. So I think we need a little bit more weight there, but probably not just quite as heavy in the tip. So, but no, I mean, not a bad start. I'd like to see a little bit more consistency in the strike. Right. So yeah, gonna give you a Vista Pro 65. It plays pretty much around that 65 gram mark, so we're just going up a few grams here.
Yep.
A little bit more balance, sort of still in that lower section, just not right at the tip end. So yeah, hopefully that'll just feel a little bit cleaner on the swing through, and then just see if we can stop that drop off. Yeah, just essentially strips about point out of it in terms of swing weight, so just a couple of grams change. Yeah, I think this will be interesting to see how you feel that extra weight at all, or if you don't really notice it.
Actually, yeah, just a little bit further.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, got down to the bottom of that a little bit more, which is good.
Just behind.
Quite, yeah.
Just behind.
Wasn't quite as good a move, but
no.
Interesting shape-wise, a little bit more consistent with what you're doing though, which is good. Even a bad one, if it's shaping the same way, that's a good sign. Just a little bit out. What I'm going to do, just going to add a touch of weight. I just want to see a little bit more on there. So I think the shaft swung a little bit better, a fraction more weight there seemed to be comfortable. I just wonder if where the head's a little bit lighter than what you're used to.
Right, yeah.
You quite enjoy that feel of knowing where the head is. So yeah, just again half a point on there, so just an extra gram or so. Yeah. Gave you a little bit more feel for where the head is, and then popped up. Slightly got across it, but that'll be good to going on. Sort of 174, 175 carry, just under the 200 mark. Yeah, so definitely just a smidgen more head weight.
Yeah.
Helps you find that slot a little bit better. Interesting, this one just slightly going across it.
Yeah.
Last one for me, but yeah, more control on the face, which is good. Oh, just nicked it at the last set.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. So yeah, a touch more weight, not too much of a problem there. Obviously the odd bad strike, it's just getting that pickup. Like I say, possibly we could look at a shallower profile as we get further down the line of that. I reckon you might find that a bit more successful.
Okay.
We'll see how we go, but you're not hitting this bad. I'd just like to see a little bit more coming from it.
Yeah, sure.
So yeah, just gonna keep jumping up. So jumping up another 3 grams.
No, that's fine.
Here. Essentially just testing how much you can handle.
Yeah.
I think we're getting close to it. I wouldn't see you as someone who I'd probably want to put in the sort of 70, 75 gram weight. I just think that might be feel like you've got to put a lot of effort in just to get something out of it. Okay, yeah, liking the weight. So yeah, graphite design. The sort of Fairway 65.
So I'm just. Yeah, see, that's probably just probably what I'm used to.
Yeah.
For me, that just looks closed. That's why.
Okay.
Compared to that, but
just that little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, the nice thing with the sleeve setting, we can always set it.
Yeah.
We'll play a little bit more open if we needed to, so that's not a problem. it's interesting that one, just that little bit more.
Yeah, it feels heavy.
Tip heavy, and then
Yeah.
Have one more go, just from a swing weight point of view. I just want to look at, because it's in a window where I think it'd be quite good. Yeah. Good. Well, we found our upper limit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just see then you're dictated by the weight itself.
Yeah, I feel I'm fighting it a little bit.
Yeah, which is the last thing we want to do,
yeah.
obviously, in that 68 grams. So, yeah, that sort of says probably you swung yours quite nicely at 62, 65 went up to, that was still manageable. So we're going to try and hang around that
no, that's fine.
And then we'll just find what's the best balance for you from there. Right, so the next one will give you, this is a Ventus Red. So I'd almost say this is a little bit of that play on that Vista Pro, just Velocore, so a little bit more of a stable tip section. Of the three, so, well, technically there's more now with the TR range, but yeah, of the what I'd call the red, blue and black, this is the more higher flighting of the three. So it generally tends to give you a little bit of pop-up. Again, D2.5, so quite a nice swing weight for you. That should be pretty close. And yeah, it'd be interested to see how this feels versus that Vista Pro that works reasonably well. Okay, interesting.
I think that was a bad swing, rather.
Yeah, no, I mean, I know it's best is just interested in the sort of dynamic of the swing. Clear that off, because I don't need to see that.
Yeah, actually.
Have one last go. I know they're not your two best. Yeah, don't worry about sending it in that groove. You can
no, I'm not on
it. Yeah. Yeah, so where, interestingly, that sort of structure where you get the Velocore element, it creates a really stable sort of tip environment.
Yeah.
But at the same time, then you can see that you're just not, the club's not really working for you.
Yeah.
You're almost having to force it in a different way. The last one you had to force it because of the weight. This one you had to force it because of how the shaft feels. So that's okay. I mean, the weighting, you can see you can swing it. It just doesn't deliver the same way as the Vista Pro. Good. Okay. So this is another one from Graphite Design. So this is their CQ6, which basically, again, one of those that was designed to pop the ball up a little bit higher, give it a little bit more flight. Still sort of has those qualities of the Graphite Design, that sort of tip section, quite nice and stable, but will feel like it will give a little bit more swing. 66 grams, so again, pretty much within that sort of tolerance range that we'll be looking at. Okay, that wasn't a million miles away. Good swing. Yeah, probably just a smidgen high on spin of where we like to see it, but not far off at all. That definitely moves a lot better. Just nicked the surface a bit. I have one last one for me. Better than a few others. I'd still say that Vista Pro probably looks the best so far. Yeah, just catching in there. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to change it up a little bit now. Just give it a little bit of a change in balance as well. See how you handle that. Okay. So yeah, again, just a 1 gram change back to 65. So this is a C6 blue. So a bit more of a mid-balance shaft.
Right.
Won't feel as heavy down the bottom end, so it will feel like it's nice and easy to clean through. Be interesting, yeah. Again, I'm going to start you at the lighter weight just to see how that delivers.
Sure.
We can always add a little bit more head weight if needed. Yeah, good swing. Yeah, that's nice.
That feels such a different balance.
Yeah, just what it's almost doing with that change, it's letting the top half feel like it clears through a little bit easier. And then it's just down to, as long as there's enough head weight there for you to feel where it is, you can find the slot. Just got a little bit early into the impact, that's fine. That's more swing related than club. So have one more. That's first two though, swung really nice.
Just a little bit open.
Just left it a little bit open. Okay, that's fine. Might come back to that, that's good. But yeah, no, so it just really allowed you, I mean, obviously with the irons and what we've done like that, of how you approach it, of hitting more down and through it, the driver being that little bit tip balanced, but because you're a bit more on the up. So I think looking at this is actually trying to make sure that the club is light enough that it can swing through all the balances up there, and then you can just feel the connection with the weight of the head itself. But no, that was good. Right. As that swung nice, we'll just stretch it a little bit further. We'll take it to one in the family. So this is C6 red. So it just essentially moves the balance point a little bit further up, but actually keeps a very similar sort of weight profile. Right. Head style wise, it will just feel a little bit more sort of mass around that head. So could be a positive one for you if you'll feel the head a little bit more. It's just whether it's a clean enough strike as you come through. Point as it goes away a little bit. Have one more go. Yeah, you can see just as it starts to strip out, it's almost separating too much.
You're right.
And then you can see that the head almost gets lost against the shaft slightly, whereas that was much more continuous, much more joint together. Right. So just giving you a TPT 19 high here. So again, going back to that more mid balance, but I always like these shots. I feel like they give a little bit, the bottom end can still give it that kick, but without feeling like it's out of control.
Right.
Okay. Scratch that one.
Yeah, that's fine.
Bad strike. Yep, that's fine. Right, I'm going to go back. Just want to try the Vista Pro one more time. It's definitely that link for you of continuity of the shot, feeling like it's very joint together as one, seems to work better as a profile. Even if the weighting, as soon as it sort of separates or it becomes too far apart, you just almost lose that contact and the strike really gets compromised. Okay, put it up there you go. Perfect. Right. See how this does second time around. Okay.
That's me not working my hands.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Yeah.
Better. Have one more go with that. That's the thing we were looking for.
Yeah.
I'd obviously thrown you off with those other shafts, need to get your grooves back. Definitely from a sort of head performance, we'd want to try and get a little bit more out of it because we're dropping down a little bit in yardage. Obviously we're going to possibly give up a bit. We might improve it in terms of that, but we'd still like to keep it closer to that 200-ish.
No, that was quick.
Yeah, that's all right. Have one last go now. I'm going to pop the C6 back in and just see how those two feel as they differ. Yeah, not bad. I mean, okay, one leaked a little bit, but definitely a bit more consistency. You can see a little bit more fluid, a little bit more joined together. I just wonder now when we go to that where we just lifted it up a little bit, I think that'll make it easier for you to clear.
Right.
But I sort of wanted to try them side by side because then you get a really good feel for how one swings to the other, and you can obviously give me your feedback for what you enjoy from that as well. Just a little bit low on the club.
Yeah.
Yeah, good swing. See, that to me just looks easier.
It feels easy to swing than the other shaft, yeah.
Yeah, it just looks like it just clears a little bit better through. Smashes up 144, so we're sort of edging up there, which is good. And one more go for me, but yeah, I think that's the one.
Oh, just caught the ground.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but it certainly feels easy to swing than.
Yeah, you can just see, albeit actually similar weight profile, just one being a little bit lower down, this one just allowing you to sort of swing off the surface. It just seems to suit your sort of attack angle, how you deliver the club. And then really it's just down to consistency of swing from there and what you work on. Yeah, that's the shaft. Good. Right. So we'll test some different heads out. If we find that this one, we'll come back and we'll just tweak it where we need to. But yeah, like I say, I just want to get a little bit more out of it if we can. We've definitely lifted it up, so our spin rate's a little bit better. We've got a little bit more flight on it, which is good. So when we come to your sort of mid-trajectory, you can see the initial launch is really good. Spin, okay, fractionally off, but not too far. So we're not a million miles away from where it expects us to be in terms of 168 carry, 162. And to be honest, I reckon we could almost sort that out just from maybe a little tweak of the club itself.
Yeah, okay.
So, right, keep that one here. Right, so yeah, that's ping G430. So yeah, sort of diving into where I said earlier of that shallower head dynamic.
Yeah.
So what I've set this up on is 16 degrees, so essentially they're +1.
Yeah.
So yeah, half a degree in it. We can always go that extra degree and a half and get it up to that 16.5 playing. Okay, possibly a little bit heavy.
Yeah, feels. Yeah, that feels really heavy.
That's fine. I'll drop it down a little bit. What's interesting, yeah, so that was going back to more of a swing weight that you've been used to in other clubs. So yeah, interesting to see. So that's taken about 3 grams out of it now, so see how that swings. I'll get the editing team to get rid of that one.
That's right, cheers. See, and to me, again, same, that just looks really closed, but it may be.
See, now we have a choice here in terms of, because I'm having to loft it up with the pin, it actually starts to close it slightly.
Right.
Now you could go to the 5 wood at 18 and play it in its lowest setting, which is essentially 16.5, but it'll probably open it up a little bit. So immediately that sound like you just picked up like the strike a little bit better off the face itself.
Yeah.
Once it loads up. It's just taking its time.
The swing felt very different.
If you just give that a second, Simon, it's just there you go. It's just debating what it wanted to do. Just a little bit out of the shot on that one. Yeah, again, more just a little bit swing related. That one.
No, on Sunday I got trapped on it. Just feels having not played much. Just
yeah, it's just not quite out staying over and releasing, is it? A little bit better there. I know you can get a slightly better strike on that. It's interesting when you say about the club feeling a bit close. I think you almost try and force it open.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting. Don't worry if you hit this one miles left.
Yeah.
Just nice big sort of release on it. It would just be interesting to see how you do that, because that will then lead us into, do we go for a bit more loft with the thing and tune it down? Just didn't quite get a strike.
No.
I'll let you have another go at that one. But definitely a bit more commitment there, which is good. It's not quite picking up that low point. Last one for me. So yeah, not any faster, just a little bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. I know you can pick that up a little bit cleaner than what you did, but you can see there you actually let the club go a little bit more, and then that brings out a sort of more powerful number, albeit it's still a little bit higher than where you are. So, okay, what I'll do is I'll grab the 5 wood and then I'll tune it down and I'll see how that sits on the eye.
Yeah.
Because that might be the better option or better way to go for this. Slightly lighter weight. So yeah, on our sleeve this is sort of tuned down to 17, but like I say, you can just take it a little bit further.
Yeah.
But yeah, see what you think of how this sits now. So that's that. Just a little bit of tape.
Yeah, see, that for me, that's square.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think it's just that case of probably a few of the more modern heads, some of them just sit a little bit more close as well.
Yeah.
So just getting in that open position for you sits a bit better. Yeah, and almost the commitment to hit through it comes out again. Yeah, mate, hairspray floats is probably just a touch of spin there.
Yeah.
Which is why we just lost a little bit in total, but that's good.
Yeah, I don't feel that one. I feel I'm scared that I'm going to hit it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whereas that, I just feel.
Yeah, confident.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. No, that's fine.
You're thin.
That's just had a touch. Just going to add that tape back on. I think that just came off there. Oh no, it stayed on. Seeing things. Yeah. Just left it a hair's breadth open in the face. But it definitely looks like you'll want to, even that one where you left it a little bit open, you definitely look like you want to give it a bit more of a hit through, which is great. We can definitely see that it wants to pitch up a little bit higher, which is good. Yeah. Again, I know there's a tiny bit more ball speed in the tank, but so much better in terms of how you're swinging it, how you're trusting it. And you see that from the results, then a bit more consistent.
Oh, that was quick.
Yeah, it's just the bad one where you can't quite complete it. That's fine. Good on the links course.
Yeah. Run for miles, although not at the moment.
Yeah. Yeah, have one more go at that. That definitely looks better than the free lofted up.
Oh, and again.
Okay, just didn't quite. Right, what I'm going to do, I'll try a couple more heads.
Yeah.
Then from there, what we'll do is we'll come back around. I'll probably then get you to hit your hybrid. And just see where that's pitching out, so we can work out a suitable gap and just make sure that whatever head we're going to is the right loft and the right flight for you. But yeah, I'll keep that one here because that definitely flew nicely. I'm going to ask a quick question. I know you're.
Yeah. I will hit. Yeah, I'm happy to hit it. I just.
Still doesn't look good on the eye.
No, I just struggle with I don't know, the split crown, but.
Yeah.
But I don't know. But I don't know why, because. Going back when I played Cleveland Launcher, which that scoop in the back of it, so I don't know why it bothers me, but.
No, that's fine.
But I'm happy to. Yeah.
All right, try the Mizuno. So the STZ230. Again, 5 wood lofted down just to see how that sits for you.
Yeah, sits what it looks.
Just pulled it over a little bit. Added a little bit of distance, but that's good. Again, that'll be anything with it being that slightly deeper face.
Yeah.
Just the ping you picked up.
Yeah.
Or will pick up a little bit better, in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the shape of the head looks great, but it just looks, you say the face just looks.
Yeah, quite deep.
Yeah.
One more go. Yeah, and just struggling to pick up.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Right, let's try the AI, otherwise I think ping's looking like a good contender. It's whether we then look at, do we set it up flatter? So they've got a setting essentially we can add a little bit of loft, but keep it flatter in the freewood so it still sits a little bit open, but we keep the distance there. Because that's the only thing we've been giving up a little bit compared to yours, and I just don't want to leave you too far short.
Yeah, of course.
It's always that catch-22 though.
Yeah.
You want height, you're going to lose a little bit of distance generally. So yeah, it's just how much you're prepared to sacrifice. But like I say, that's then just seeing how far the hybrid's going.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so new AI smoke. This is the 16.5 high launch one, as they call it. Pick that up nice. That's good, 165, 188. How does it look on the eye?
It looks right. It looks
better than the last one.
Yeah, it looks better. Probably because the driver's that much bigger. It's down.
I mean, what helps with this head in terms of how they've obviously a little bit of re-engineering, but the colour on top where it almost was a matte to what I'd call like black gloss finish.
Yeah, there was a very big contrast between the...
Where this almost looks like it blends in a little bit more with that matte front.
Quick.
Lucky. Hey, Tom.
for Simon.
It's all right, just a couple of bad swings.
Yeah.
Take time. So yeah, just nice reset, get yourself into that golf hole mode. It's interesting with this because the only biggest difference with this and the ping, because obviously they both have quite a nice shallow phase, this is playing a lot lighter. So it's generally a little bit of a lighter head, which based on the dynamic of, we saw with the ping, if we went too heavy it goes a bit out of control, but just having the right amount of weight there works quite nicely for you. Yeah, and then you can see it just, you lose a little bit there, you haven't got the timing, so when the swing goes maybe a little bit off like it's doing now, there's no feel for the club head and how it plays. Okay, I'm going to pop the, I'm going to go and grab the ping freewards, I'm going to set it up as if it was a little bit flatter, and then we can just gauge how it flights and what it's doing. In the meantime, what I want you to do, if you grab out your hybrid for me. So I'm just going to get that head. What I want you to do is just have a few hits with it.
Yeah.
And we can just gauge how far that is travelling and then go from there.
Yep, cool. Oh, come on, Simon. No, it's my swing.
Take your time.
Yeah.
Just closing up a little bit there.
Yeah.
So rather than letting your body turn.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Always the way if you haven't played too much in a while, sometimes the arms start to get a little bit active. There you go. That's a nice, much more sort of turn. Let the club do the work for you. Yeah, much more sort of consistent. So I think looking at those first initial sort of couple you caught quite nice, if you take that other one there, because that was a really good hit. I know you slightly turned it. It's definitely on the sort of lower side of spin, so the only thing I'd be a little bit questioning is if we're going to keep it a bit more loft, whether we actually do need to tune that down.
Right, okay.
Because looking at where your carries are going with this, sort of going to be in that 155-ish area carry. With the forward or what we're doing around that, we were sort of 165 to 170 off a good hit.
Yeah.
Just pinched the ground.
Yeah.
That's all right. Swing was much better in the groove there. It's just literally a little bit of strike, but that's fine. Just didn't quite stay in the shot.
Yeah.
It's one of those that's actually really close. Just to the last seconds, that's that fractional movement just makes it look a lot worse than what it would have been. But unfortunately, well, that's golf, unfortunately.
Yeah, of course,
Small fractions. just a little bit of this sort of body movement.
Yeah.
That's all. Just where you a little bit arms, then the sort of chest tries to accelerate up.
Yeah.
Your sort of smoother one as it looks, even though the speed's actually still as good, if not better, is just where you stay more in that shot, that transition. Which, it's that time of year where if we're not playing as much, it's always the rhythm drops out. That's why we then spend, well, most of us spend sort of middle of March trying to get it all back before April. Yeah, you can see there, just allowed your body to use itself a little bit more through the shot. I know there was a tiny bit of hands, but definitely a different sort of swing altogether. Okay, one more for me, and then we'll pop this freewood back in your hands. Just didn't quite get through. That's okay. So yeah, what I've done, albeit it's going to play a little bit lower in loft, and we will just make a count that in the numbers. This is essentially on the ping sleeve, the sort of flatter setting.
Right.
So hopefully on your eye, that will sit a little bit better.
Yep.
Just popped up a little bit, that's fine. Almost. So it's definitely pointing to what you've just done with the hybrid, what you're doing here.
Yeah.
Like I say, well, I've got it in the flat setting, but it's not necessarily added loft, it's still a bit down. The loft idea is the way to go. So I think if we gave you sort of that 16 degrees of loft, that would just help you keep that flight a little bit better. I wouldn't want to go much past that. I think that's 16, 16.5, because otherwise we start to give up a bit too much distance.
Yeah.
We just want to make it comfortable where we feel like we can get a nice flight. Yeah, good swing. Okay, maybe a hair's breadth just below the equator. But yeah, then you can see it's not a perfect stride, but all of a sudden your smash goes up a little bit, the carry's better, the total's better. It's a better number altogether. And then with a little bit more loft and a slightly cleaner strike, you just get more carry, but the total doesn't change too much.
Yeah.
Yeah. But definitely from a club head point of view, it sits more comfortable in your eye. You can see you're a bit more comfortable releasing it.
Yeah.
So I'd say looking at that, I'd still be reluctant at the moment to change the hybrid loft.
Right.
I'd almost want to let you take the club out, play, and just see what happens. But I actually think when you look at the sort of totaling of where that was and what it's doing, I know you didn't give me your absolute best, but I think get this right, a little bit of time spent, get that swing grooving. This should be a sort of 165, 170 carry club and probably maxing out at 200. And then your hybrid sort of 180-ish, 185. But yeah, that all of a sudden looks like you're just able to pick it. Like I say, we haven't got the right loft.
Yeah.
It's just the carry's a little bit down for where it is. But to me, I just think that in a what they call their flat sort of slightly loft up setting, puts you at 16 degrees in the 15 head, but it sits nicer for you, and then you can actually swing it through. And then all of a sudden we're at comfortable yardage. We're giving up a little bit on yours on the total, but actually from a carry point of view, I reckon we can get you pretty much coming back to that. So yeah, sort of 172. So yeah, I reckon we'll give up probably off your best one. Get that in the right place. Yeah, about 5-6 yards through the air, which that equates to that.
Can I hit my 5 wood?
Yeah, go for it.
Just to
as a compare.
Yeah.
If you tank this one through the air at 170,
leave it as it is.
Yes. don't think this was that bad last time when I saw you from. Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Low. Yeah, that's okay.
No.
That's right. Take your time.
Yeah. No, come on, Simon. Try and hit it now.
Yeah. Well, it's interesting now that when you've gone to something potentially that's heavier again,
yeah,
more of that tip weighting,
yeah,
now you've got used to something that's a little bit easier to manage
yeah,
your
yeah.
swing and cleaner, this all of a sudden becomes a little bit
harder to hit. Yeah, no,
effort.
yeah, I can see that.
I think like in your full flow, like best swing,
yeah,
it's fine, you get the delivery,
my bad.
But your bad one, you can just see this is almost the same as when that ping, when it just had the heavier weight in it, it was almost unusable to, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can see there that it's, the weight's almost just forcing you away.
Yeah.
So no matter, obviously I get we're a few more swings in now, we can accept club head speed's probably just reached its peak and dropping down the other side. So yeah, early on in the round, sort of mid-round when you're fully warmed up, you're probably just about okay, but if any sort of bad swing or tiredness, you can see how that extra weight
is, no.
So, not loads in it, but yeah, enough to cause a problem.
Yeah. No, I can see that now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think it's just your dynamics of where you've improved and how you've changed your swing.
Yeah.
And obviously we fitted shafts around that and what we're doing to help you. It's just really those fairway woods now for where you deliver it.
Yeah.
At the time, you can feel the weight. Now it's that extra weight just caused you a problem where balance, you've got lighter shafts, but with the weight there.
Yeah.
Which is pretty much what that's like, a little bit lighter. And then sort of the head, enough weight to feel like you can feel the sort of club and the impact, but not so heavy it's just like
right, okay, yeah.
Stuck down. So I'd say that's where I would be fairway wise, because I think you can pick that up nicely. Like I say, set it at 16 degrees, because I think that just gives you a loft, but just making sure that it's in this setting where you can see at least it's neutral or slightly open rather than
yeah, see, they both look neutral to me or square to me. So.
Yeah, you can see it from here. So it's just that little small tweak is what you needed just for your eye line, and then from there you can really just start to deliver.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I say, I wouldn't change the hybrid for the time being.
Okay.
It's one of those easy things of just subtle changes that can go down. The nice thing is, at least if we are dropping the hybrid down in loft, we're opening up.
Yeah.
So it's going to suit your eye, whatever happens. But looking at those numbers at the moment for matching your swing and what you're doing, I'd say there's enough of a gap there to keep that at 16, leave that at 20, and then go from there.
Yeah. Okay. Can I hit a couple more?
Yeah, go for it, Yeah, be interested to see now you do that again after that, how that feels.
Yeah,
amazing first one. It's just
that
like,
feels, yeah, I feel just having hit that, then now hit this. I now feel like I was fighting that last one. Yeah, my 5 wood.
Well, you could almost see you were trying to give it more effort. You say to that, and then the actual hands got a bit too active.
Yeah,
just purely based on you having to put more into your current 5 wood. Lucky, just didn't quite pick up.
Yeah.
Yeah, even that one that, okay, just slightly pushed into it a little bit low, that's what I mean about getting away with your bad shot.
Yeah.
It's like, you doing out your 5-wood, we just saw it was like tanking off over there.
Yeah.
Actually with this, you can just see you've just got a little fraction more time, as I'd almost describe it, to readjust or get away with it. Interesting attack angle, really like sort of hitting more down, which is good as well. So keep that improving, that will allow you to pick up the good contacts. Right, that's probably one of your better ones today. And yeah, that's literally when I see that of what you're doing, with that touch more loft, it just brings the spin, it brings the launch up. Essentially your carry will go more through the air. The total, like I say, it doesn't change that much. It maybe comes back a little, but it's all much more that way. And then yeah, it's just more user friendly all year round. And this is you only spending a little bit of time with it, get used to it, and I think it will be close to 200 still. But yeah, your bad one with that is 100 times better than your bad one with those.
Oh, quick.
That's right, it's a bit armsy.
Cool. Yeah, okay.
We'll get rid of that. But yeah, I mean, when we come back to where you started, it wasn't a bad place. We were just looking for something that was a little bit more sort of that way, especially with the one you catch, it can just come out a little bit flat. So yeah, when we get then into that one there, bearing in mind we're going to add loft to this because we're playing it slightly lower anyway. But that's just going to give you that flight, give you that lift, give you much more spin. Your spin was already more anyway there. We're going to be chucking another probably 500-600 RPM into that.
Right.
So yeah, all of a sudden it will be much more in that window. That launch will come up a couple of degrees, so be more there. That'll come up to 500. So technically you'll be nudging on that optimal line. Yeah. Which, being that you're someone who is always shallower, you're going to create that little bit of that dynamic. It's very hard. If you're squeezing it up, you're going to really sort of fire that spin up a little bit more. But yeah, that will get us pretty darn close, a lot closer than where yours comes out. Yeah, okay. Currently. And I just think a little bit of an easier one if you get a little bit out of sorts or a bit out of sync. Yeah, yeah. So it's not gaining any distance, it's just gaining better flight long term, and easier to use. And like you say, you can almost, you get two for the price of one. You can drop the 3 and 5 out, add that one in. Yeah, yeah. Like I say, see how the hybrid goes and then play it from there. Yeah, no, makes sense. Yeah? Yeah. Any questions from that? No, not really. I think, say, I was contemplating whether to do it, obviously come up now or come up middle of summer. Yeah. But then if I come up middle of summer, I've then wasted half a year. It gives me then time to get used to it and hit some balls. And yeah, I think that's. I'm not to be a shit. I mean, the fact I played Sunday was only because I don't normally start playing till March time. Yeah. It was only because my pairs partner entered us in the winter match play, which without telling me. Yeah. So always what you want to know. Yeah. So yeah, phone me. So phone me on and said we're playing golf Sunday. Right. Really? Yeah. Thanks. And like I say, I'd not picked up clubs since end of October. Right. Okay. So yeah. Fair so I've had so I've not hit anything at all. Yeah. Apart from that Sunday and today. So. Yeah. So I mean. So which was also my thought was, that's probably not a bad thing to do, knowing that I've not hit any balls. Yeah. If I'm swinging it really, really well in the summer and come here, I could be hitting anything, and then so my bad shots could be a lot better. Yeah. I mean, what you're seeing there, like I said, is just a start of what you'll achieve from it. Yeah. As you start to get that groove in, but to me, you're completely right. You've put some good swings, put your sort of probably gamer swing in. Yeah, yeah. But then you've put some bad ones, but actually your bad ones you got away with. Yeah. So yeah, that little bit of a layoff, not a bad thing, and it probably just shows us the true colours of what this club will do for you. And yeah, I think it's only onwards and upwards from here. Yeah, that's the thing of where if you haven't played a lot, it's just that consistency. Yeah. Because the lines and everything you're doing there, but it's just that little pinch of mat got a little bit early to one you're catching. You're only talking probably that much change, but it's doing it over and over again. And yeah, like you say, once you get back into your rhythm, you'll be fine. Yeah, and again, to me, that's just a little bit of timing why it's probably just started up that left-hand side. And like I say, once we got a bit more loft on there, we're just going to see a nice higher flight as well, which is great. Yeah. Yeah, you can see there's enough there, it's nice and easy, and to me, you're just going to use your body better as you go through. So yeah, I mean, that's the choice, and go from there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. And then, yeah, like I say, see how you're going with the hybrid once you got it.
Yeah.
And we can,
yeah, we'll go from there.
Yeah, we can always make a tweak or
get
you back and just tidy it up.
Yeah. The one thing I do want to do is I'm going to put that back in my bag, which is the one you shafted the 5 wood, wood. Can you reshaft that for us?
Yeah, absolutely, no problem.
To the same.
Yeah, just get it nicely in line.
Yeah,
absolutely fine. Yeah, we'll build them in the same spec. And
all right, perfect.
Done. Perfect.
Yeah.
Same grip as before.
Yeah.
Line.
Yeah, same grip as before.
Yeah. Brilliant. Good.
It's good. Cheers,
so that's all done.